What's up, YouTube? This is a special night for me, and before I explain why, I want to say thank you to all the new subscribers, everybody who's been supporting my other videos, and all the thoughts and jokes and everything. It's great. I love it. Keep them coming. And tonight, I would like to invite you guys to enjoy a very special moment. And due to a bunch of crappy circumstances, I have been without my bug out bag. It has been beyond my reach because it's been in my car, and my car has been borrowed by my brother-in-law because I randomly get a letter a while back that said you no longer have a license until you pay $13,000 for the car accident you were in 7 years ago. And we haven't tried to talk to you in 5 years because the last time you said that you'd be able to pay us $100 a month for the rest of your life to pay it off. And so they randomly came back and said the same thing, and I said the same thing because I don't have $13,000. Anyways, I don't have my license right now. It's great. But the worst part about it is my kid has been far and away. And so tonight, I invite you to this renewal. Reunited, and it feels so good. Alright, enough of that. This is my kit. Now, before I get into this, I want to say a lot of this is made in China. A lot of this is not my first choice or what I want. But it is my kit, and I love this kit. So I want to get you guys' opinions. I want to see what you think, and don't hate too much. But I want to, tell me what I need. Share your thoughts, whatever. So I'm going to try and make this as short as possible. But to get into the kit, this is just a bag I got as instead of carrying the stuff I was buying in grocery bags or whatever. I got this from the Army surplus. It's a great bag. I love it. It's just a little shoulder bag or waist, bag or whatever you call it. And so in here in the side immediately, within reach, I have this small little, this is my waist strap to keep it around me tight, so if I'm having to walk or whatever, it doesn't fly all over the place. And it just wrapped up in here. I'm not going to pull this out. I'll do some different video on this. But I have a bandana, a small Mylar packet of water with a little half-liter bag to put more water in or whatever. And then I have a med kit. And believe it or not, in this little kit, I have a tourniquet and pretty much everything I would need to take care of a major laceration or cut or something like that, burns, several things, all in just this little guy, and I'm pretty proud of this. But either way, that's just first and foremost in this pack. Eventually, when I do get an official cook kit, I'll have it in there, probably. But I am honestly just collecting this stuff until I get my real bag and all that. But to make this video a little quicker, I took all these little bags here off of this back area that I clipped to these to be able to have immediately accessible. I'll show you those bags first. In this bag, I have my little Fox fold-out cooker. It's got a bunch of the Esbit cooking tablets in there, so I can quickly boil water or whatever I need to on this thing. A cheap ferro rod, it'll do the trick either way. And then another one of these small waterproof containers. I have a little bit of paracord if I need to do whatever with this. And then 2 feet of some Gorilla duct tape wrapped around that. And inside I have a bunch of stuff. I'm going to do another review again. Don't want to get it and make this too long, but I have so many different little things you need to start fires that I've been learning about. So that takes care of cooking boiling water. In this kit I have a little field sharpener. This is just the Smith. It's got a coarse and fine. So far it's been working great on my blades. And then just a little bit of knife oil. This is Dan's honing oil with a little pad that's got this on there already from where I've oiled up all my blades. This is kind of an emergency little pouch. It just has a flare, one of these little lights that I can wrap with some, or put a little paracord or something to it, swing it around, or whatever I need to do to get attention if I need. And then I also have a just a small. This is an old faithful, trusty Leatherman. It's called the Leatherman tool. But this is more just for emergencies because I have my normal stuff that I carry on me anyways. And then this is the little grenade pouch I got from Flint and Steel Survival. It works fantastic for my headlamp with extra batteries in the back. This is just a Eddie Bauer 120 lumen headlamp with the high, low, and then you got your red for night vision, and signaling for help or whatever. But great little headlamp. And those are the little bags I have to the back. What I have still on here, this is actually the bag I connected to this. That has that I put the fire kit in, and in the front I have this little Home Depot tin that's made to just put like a Christmas gift card in, but definitely could make char cloth in this or whatever. And I have a bunch of the backup Esbit tablets and some of the smaller Coghlan's tablets in here for my little cooker, and just a bunch in case I can't start a fire, considering I'm new to this and haven't really practiced that skill yet, but I know how to. It's just a matter of practicing and getting used to it. This bag didn't come with a handle, and so I learned, different channels showed this, but it's just I have about 30 or 40 feet of paracord that I made up into the handle for this with a bunch of just cheap whatever those things are called, I can't think right now. And then here's my main knife. This is the Bear Grylls survival knife. It is not the one made in the U.S. It is the one made in China, but I freaking love this knife. And I do want to get an SE or I actually am thinking about the Gerber Strong Arm after seeing a bunch of reviews on it. But either way, for now, I love this knife. My brother got it for me. This is the first tool and anything for my kit that I got. My brother got it for my birthday last year, and kind of inspired me to get into all of this. But I have it strapped here to where when this is around my waist, I can reach around and grab this out, and it goes in either way. But either way, yes, don't hate on Bear Grylls, especially when it's what you got. So. And then inside my kit, there's plenty of room to add things. I don't actually have a tarp or even trash bags. I want to get some good 3mm hardcore trash bags to put in here until I really want a good tarp. Or whatever. But this is my container. It is just the Stanley. I believe it's a 0.7 liter, but single walled, can boil water, and I do want a better one, but for now this was $7 and it will definitely work. In here I have water purification drops, the Aquamira, and those will work great if I can't have a fire or whatever. And then I have another one of the lights. This one's green. It's just more so I can see looking through my kit or whatever, for whatever reason. I have these little coin towels. I open one of these up. They're great. They won't last that long, but for whatever I would need, filtering water, whatever. And then I have this I believe this is the UST. I got a bunch of stuff in here. I've got about two or 3 feet of duct tape wrapped around this thing. It's got a compass. The whistle on this thing's awesome. So, and then I have just some, not steel wool, but whatever this thing is, to clean the inside of it out as I use it. And then I have this, which I'm curious about this thing. I'm pretty sure it's aluminum. It's easily, you know, you can dent this thing really easily. So it's not solid steel by any means, but this is actually my basically my toiletries container, or whatever you want to call it. I've got a bunch of different stuff. I have a backup knife and small little light my fire steel, and just some things that I know I'd need to keep clean, given the situation or whatever. And I'm wondering if I could maybe use this to boil water if I took the lid off, because it's got a little rubber plastic gasket or something. But either way, in a pinch, I don't know if it would boil or not. I am going to try that eventually. And then I have my main fire starter kit. This is a Pelican waterproof container, and in it I have the Coughlin's waterproof matches. I got I got the Baddest Bees fuses, little fire starters that I spread out and gave a couple to my brother and whatever. But anyways, I have some more of the Coughlin's fire tablets, a couple wet fires, a bunch of Tinder Quicks. I finally found a birch bark. I found a tree at one of the jobs I was working at, and so I snagged a couple pieces of the birch just to have some, because I didn't have any. And then I have a bunch of steel wool and a 9-volt battery, and then a really large Ranger band with probably about 100 feet of jute twine inside an old Tic Tac can, or canister. So that would be so many different fires. And then I have probably 15 feet of tin foil with 2 small tea light candles inside of it, and then a bunch of infused makeup rounds, the cotton rounds, with petroleum jelly soaked into them. And so that's, start a bunch of fires with that. And then I just have a backup flashlight, because in my EDC I have just a little TI2 through night. But this is the True mag light, a bunch of extra batteries sealed up in what would have been the belt clip or whatever, belt loop. And then I have a small, I'm a painter, I always like to have a bunch of tools for whatever. And so I made this, this is a tool kit. I've got a bunch of duct tape made into a flat pack, with some zip ties, a bunch of wire, more tin foil and tea lights, some super glue, a crap load of paper clips, and then this is a sewing kit. And this is a bunch of the UST little rubber twist ties, the cheap ones from Walmart, but I got like 16 yards for like $4, and so whatever, it would work for a bunch of different things for shelters or whatever. So that is basically my kit, and Flint and Steel sent me some stuff I showed in my first video, and I'm going to be adding these to it. So thank you again, Flint and Steel. You're awesome. And so yeah, that's my kit. I have a bunch of stuff that I have everyday carry, and I'll do that later. But either way, just be gentle, but let me know what you think, and don't hate, because don't waste my time. I'm not gonna, anyways. So let me know what you think. Thoughts, additions I should make, and again, thank you to all my new subscribers. Hope you, enjoy what you see, or at least just, I don't know. Honestly, I don't. Anyways, thank you and good night.